and Daryn Letson. I've been here, Matt, when did we start? 98, helping out a little bit?
98.
So 98, 99 is when Matt and I came around, and I coach the offense with Coach Golodich there.
What are some of your favorite hobbies to do when you're not coaching?
When I'm not coaching, what I really enjoy to do is actually just hanging out with my son, daughter, and wife there. We'll do a lot of things. We like to go by the water and do different things and take little trips or whatever. I do love to watch college football. You know, Saturdays in the fall are great with the pageantry of college football and so on and so forth. So those would be a couple things.
Who was your favorite sports influence and why? Like, who had the biggest impact on you in sports?
I guess if you're looking for a player, as a basketball player, and actually I really liked Michael Jordan. Obviously he had great God-given ability, but his will to win and the way he competed and things of that, as a young person was really neat to watch and just see the way he went about things during a game. Coaching wise, if you look at the high school, I think anybody that's been around this staff with Coach Bob there and Tony and Ron, those would be three guys from the high school coaching range. And then from the college ranks, I'd say Lloyd Carr. There's a lot of good stuff on him to read.
This year coming up, what are going to be some of the strengths that the offense is going to have, and then also what are going to be some of the weaknesses you're going to have?
I think strengths will be a very good power run team. I think we'll be able to move the ball, obviously, with our guys up front. Potential, and with that, I think play action passes. I think that'll really set up our play action passing game. Some of our weaknesses, and I don't know that there'll be weaknesses all season long, but I think initially it's just finding some kids that are your so-called game breakers that you can give the ball to, and they potentially have the ability to take it the distance every time they touch it. So I think, potentially that's probably an issue right away, just finding those guys, let those guys come to the forefront, and then as the season progresses, it'll work out.
Last year you were promoted to offensive coordinator, calling the plays and everything like that. What can you take away from your first year that's going to help you in your second year?
I think from the first to second, the biggest thing that I know Ron and I have talked about, and I think it's something that we both want to do, is just try and be a little more up-tempo. And I think this year it'll be easier because we have somewhat of identity. I think last year with the turnover of the kids, we graduated that big senior class the year before. Those first few games last year, maybe 3 or 4 into that portion of the season, the turnover and just creating an identity and a relationship and a chemistry with the kids that we had on offense somewhat maybe held us back, where this year we have so many of those kids back that I think we'll be able to go quicker right away.
Favorite coaching moment in all your coaching you've done? What is one moment that stands out to you the most?
I'd say a couple of them. I don't know that I have one the most, but that whole 2007 season was very special to be around these guys and let them reap the rewards of all their seasons of just building up to that moment in 2007. So that was really great to be around that staff and be part of it during that year. And then last year, I think, really to me the season last year was very fulfilling, just to see how Coach took over and really kept the program going in the right direction and trying to build. I per se don't have a truly personal moment, but it's just great being around these guys in general.
All right, Coach, one more thing. Give me your best motivational game face.
I leave that up to those guys. I'm more of the lighthearted one, so I don't know that I have one. I think I'm more lighthearted and I'm more easygoing. They ever ask me if I get nervous, and I say no, because if I have a chance, I'll double down on our staff every game. So I don't.
Can I get something though? Anything? All right.
There you go. Thanks, Coach.